Well,
all right!
And welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Bertolino here with Crystal Durant, Tommy Von Voigt, and we have entered the 1963 zone.
Yes.
And that's a pretty damn good zone to be in. I am down with 1963.
Totes down.
Yeah, 1963. This is 62. Every year in the 60s is better than the last, up to a certain point. So yeah, 62 was great. 63.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna get hardcore.
It's seriously real.
Obviously, you guys agree.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I think Crystal is up first.
It's
in
me.
This episode.
Yeah. I'm up first. All right, and this was another one where I would have had 55 runners-up or whatever, so I just didn't even bother.
Okay.
Excuse me. So my number 10 is South Street by the Orlons.
Oh, so good.
That's where all the hippies meet.
Wait a minute. Is that one of the ones that you listed on your last one as one of your runners-up? Did you mentioned the Orlons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Different
Okay,
song.
okay. I'm mixing
I
up
think
songs,
I had.
but not the groups.
I think I did. Don't hang up.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
okay.
it. Yeah. Well, this is being a born in Philadelphia, Philly. I love this fucking song. My number 9 is Days of Wine and Roses by Henry Mancini.
Oh.
Which is exquisite. Number 8 is It's My Party by Leslie Gore.
Oh. Wow, really?
I love that song.
She'll put it on her list if she wants to.
God damn it. That's right. Zing. Yeah, and part of what I really enjoy about it is her it's so high and nasal and sounds so stupid.
But it's
so great.
Fun. I love it.
Because she's like a bratty teen. It's my party and I cry if I want
Right.
to.
Well, she sounds the part.
Yeah, it's perfect.
And is the part. She's the age and everything, you know.
Yeah, with her the page boy. Oh, God, so good. All right, my number 7 is Sukiyaki.
Oh, shit.
By Kayu Sakamoto.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay.
Love that song.
That is a great song.
It's so fucking great. And I think it's just... I mean, people remember the covers of it, I guess.
Oh, was it
Taste of Honey did it.
Taste of Honey did it,
yeah.
yeah. And somebody else, but, I mean, Taste of Honey is all that matters anyway. My number 6 is Just One Look by Doris Troy.
Nice.
Which is, I thought somebody else did it, but they didn't do it. It was her. And I don't even know whose voice I thought it was originally right now.
Right.
My number 5 is Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash.
Oh.
And even though that song is ridiculously overplayed and used for the wrong ways and the wrong reasons and so many things, it's still it's a killer song. It's so...
Yeah. Well, Johnny Cash in general has kind of been overdone in recent years.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make him any less great.
No, it's a fucking amazing song. My number 4 song is Heat Wave by Martha and the Vandellas.
Nice.
Yes. So great, the little pinkly piano and the Barry sax. Ugh, that song smokes.
Yeah.
It's like a freight train.
Great track.
Oh, so good. My number 3 is End of the World by Skeeter Davis.
Oh.
Who I thought was Leslie Gore.
Really?
I did. For some reason, I thought, oh, she matured, and like her voice dropped 6 months later.
Yeah. 6 months later, she's a woman.
She did this. She's a woman now. Yeah, I love that song. It's so sad and so pathetic. It's one of the saddest, ultimate like heartbreak songs.
Right.
It's so great.
Well, it's also, I think everybody's felt that way at some point, even if it's just like you being an unreasonable little 14-year-old thinking the world's ending because of such a thing, you know, but...
You know, it's so great. My number 2 is He's So Fine by the Chiffons.
Dulang, dulang, dulang.
Correct. And my number 1 is You Really Got a Hold on Me by the Miracles.
Oh, damn.
Yes. Which... Smokey Robinson, The Miracles.
Wrong list.
Yeah, and it was hard to put that list together. It was really hard.
And what, you had like 20 runners-up that you didn't list?
Because I couldn't. I would do a whole separate video on just that. I couldn't narrow it down. I will say right now, I'll make a proclamation that from now on, well, in a couple of episodes.
After, say, I don't know, after, say, 1966.
After 1966, let's say, I will be more diligent about making like some runners up. But right now it's too much for my
That's
head.
a pretty
so.
arbitrary time frame that you've chosen, but let's see if that works
After
out that
66
way.
seems
It was
like
in
a
my
good time.
horoscope this
Yeah.
morning,
Okay,
so
right on.
I'm going with it.
All right.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, well, I'm number 2.
That's correct. Second
Yes.
in line.
Okay, 1963. I have 3 runners up for 1963, and one is. Sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulties with my phone here. Okay, so one is Nat King Cole, That Sunday, That Summer. I'm getting Nat King Cole in pretty late here. Pipeline by the Chantays, and Rhythm of the Rain by the Cascades.
Oh,
Rhythm of the Rain by the Cascades is one I really wanted to get on the list, but it just wasn't in the Cads, man. All right, so yeah, my number 10 is this. Now this, I'm hesitating to say this because I imagine this song to be either one that people are going to love or they are going to hate. This could go either way. Walk Right In by the Rooftop Singers. Walk It Right In by the Rooftop Singers.
walk right in.
Right down.
Daddy, let your mind roll on.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this actually came out in December 62, but it didn't chart till early 63, so I held it over to this.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. One of the earliest hit songs to have 12-string guitars. In fact, it's 2 12-string guitars.
Really?
My number 9 is Since I Fell For You by Lenny Welch, which is just...
I don't know that one.
I don't know that.
You're digging surprisingly deep.
Yes, I'll never see the light.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Since
yeah,
I
yeah,
fell for
Yeah,
you.
okay.
No, that is good.
Yeah. And, so there you go. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just going to fucking sing it to you. Number 8. Now, you guys are going to know this song. And you are going to probably have it on your list. Baby, I Love You by the Ronettes. Baby, I Love You by the fucking Ronettes.
That's
Now,
awesome.
the Ronettes are like the Sex Pistols of early 60s pop. One game-changing, fucking all-time great album, one and done and out. And we're still talking about it.
Oh, there's...
Genres created.
Yes.
You know, everything. From one record.
That's true.
And, you know, obviously a lot of people have covered this song, and I've mentioned in the past really, really shitty covers by people, you know, like Guns N' Roses doing Since I Don't Have You or whatever. But there is a great cover of this song, and you know which one I'm talking about.
Damn straight I do.
Ramones.
Off the End of the Century album.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that one hell of a cover.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so my number 7 is a song that Crystal might be familiar with, and that is Heat Wave by Martha and the Vandellas. Yeah, great Holland Dozier Holland song.
So great.
And I think Martha and Vandellas are underrated.
Wildly
underrated. I think they're better.
Woefully
Crystal and I have
underrated.
discussed this
Yes.
in private, and we both agree.
Man.
Better than the Supremes.
Way better
I don't
than
really
the
like the
Supremes.
Supremes. Martha and the Vandellas, they fall short in a sense that they weren't given the songs. Like, you look at their albums, and their album will be like Heat Wave and then a bunch of really bad covers.
Yeah.
But that's not their fault. They as singers and as performers kill, I think.
Wipe the floor with the
Wipe the floor.
Supremes
They've been given the
easily.
songs.
They have been given half the Supremes songs. I'm kind of with you on the Supremes. I want to like the Supremes more than I do. But I feel
don't
like
hate them.
I don't hate them either, but
Yeah.
And they do have some big time gems for sure.
but I don't know that they should have gotten those gems. There were other
Well,
groups
you
that
know.
were.
No, Martha should have
get
gotten
it,
some of
but-
those.
Yeah.
Yeah. But number 6, my number 6 song is Up on the Roof by the Drifters. Yeah, this is Jerry Goffin's favorite of all his lyrics, by the way.
really?
And it was Carole King who came up with the idea for the subject matter, but he's the one who he's the one who wrote it, the lyrics. And man, what a great track. Number 5, So Much in Love by The Times. Yeah. And and like just like the Flamingos, I Only Have Eyes for You, there's a god-awful Art Garfunkel cover of this one.
Art Garfunkel.
And,
Yipes.
Don't go listen to it. Do yourself a favor. So, number 4 is actually a tie. I have my first tie here. Oh. Now, before I get into this tie, I want to kind of qualify the whole tie thing for me.
Is this a Paul's Treatise?
What?
Oh! Well, no, it's not really a treatise. It's just sort of it's something that I need to explain for what's happening going forward.
Got it.
Kind of more than about this particular
preamble.
Tie.
It's a
preamble, I guess you could
Paul's
say. Yeah.
Preamble.
Paul's Preamble.
Hey!
Okay, so my preamble. Now, Crystal, you kind of started out the whole tie thing, and I went, oh, okay, yeah, right. Because you had a couple songs that were tied for number 1. You couldn't choose between them. Now, for me, when my ties come up, and there are going to be many of them, it's not going to be about that, and I'm not going to, and I'm not going to use it as an excuse or a way to kind of,
cram things.
Ram a couple other extra songs in there. What my ties are going to be about, if I have one artist that has 2 songs that year, and I really cannot choose which, because I usually like to put only one song by an artist on a list, but if I cannot choose, I'm just going to put them both together. And this is one of those cases where I love both songs equally, and there was no way I could choose just one, and I really didn't want to use up 2 spaces on this. So I'm going for a tie for number 4 for It's Alright and I'm So Proud by The Impressions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's fair.
I'm So Proud is my parents' wedding song.
Really?
So
Yeah, it was their wedding song, I'm So Proud.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then when my sister got married, she did the dance, the father-daughter dance, and she had that song playing, and my dad was just
Lost it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was really touching. Incredible song.
and it's a great song. It's a great song.
Huh.
So number 3, Surfer Girl by the Beach Boys.
Oh my God.
Now,
yes.
that is one of the best Beach Boys songs. I mean, it's definitely like, it's kind of a, it says here, well, let me read my comments here. Dion and the Belmonts version of When You Wish Upon a Star was Brian's inspiration for the song. That's what I wrote here. So I didn't know that. I just learned that recently, which is why I wrote it down here. But Surfer Girl is just such a great track. But it's not as good as the song I have at number 2, which is also the Beach Boys. In My Room.
Oh my God.
Now here you go. Here's my proof that I'm not just going to cram them together as a tie just to have them as a tie.
That song.
In My Room is a better song than Surfer Girl, so I'm putting that above it. And I had to have both of them. In My Room is such a phenomenal song.
Yeah,
that was going to be one of my runners up. It was so hard
good.
to not put it on the list.
Oh my God, that song.
Oh my God.
Now, In My Room was the B-side, the fucking B-side of Be True to Your School.
What?
Yes.
Now I like Be True to Your School.
I fucking hate Be True to Your
School. It's not
hate
In My
that
Room.
song. Ugh.
In My Room is incredible, and it was merely the B-side. But see, now the thing is that, as a lot of people know, when the Beatles came in, and a lot of their singles, their B-sides were big songs as well.
Yeah.
Big hits that you wouldn't know were B-sides. Well, the Beach Boys were doing that before the Beatles even came along, and this single is one of those. I mean, the B-side to a single, In My Room.
Who decided to do that?
I know.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean, that's where the Beach Boys were at this point. But my number 1
I'd love to know what beats In My Room
Yeah.
on your list.
No, my number 1 is going to be Hello Stranger by Barbara Lewis.
So good.
Hello Stranger by Barbara Lewis. I fucking love that song so much.
I still think In My Room should have been your number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
You choose that over Shabab Shabab, My Baby? Shabab Shabab?
I think so.
Wow.
You know, I'll tell you something. I will give you this. Objectively, In My Room is 1,000 times the song. No, it's not even in question.
It's just pushing
I just
the right
love Hello
buttons for you.
Stranger so
Yeah.
much.
Fair, it's fair.
And she wrote the song herself because
Oh, she did?
Yeah,
awesome.
Barbara Lewis wrote that song, and she wrote it because she was a kid, and her dad was a musician, and she would be in the Detroit clubs with him playing, and she would hear people go, "Hello, stranger," and that just kind of gave her the idea for the song. And of course, everybody knows the Yvonne Elliman version from '77, but still, even that can't touch the Barbara Lewis one.
Oh, yeah. No way. That's awesome.
All right.
I like that list.
Nicely done. I got to top that.
Oh. Don't bother.
I'm going to bother. Right after this break.
Oh, it's getting sweaty in here, y'all.
Okay. Well, we did say last week that 63 was going to be hot.
Yeah. We've got some hot tunes coming out tonight.
We're dropping fire in your lap right now. That's what's going on here.
Is everybody hot?
Call the firehouse.
Ow! Bring the fire, Tommy.
We haven't gotten to the 70s yet.
Oh yeah.
All right, so my 1963. So I've got some honorable mentions. And first of all, what was the Ronettes song you chose? "Baby I Love You," right? Yeah. See, now I will spoil. This is a spoiler here. "Baby I Love You" is not on my list.
Oh.
Do you want to know why?
Because
it's in 1964. So sneak peek of next week's
year.
episode. It's in next year. So that gets back to like that whole straddling the line of where you're going to put a song in the previous year if it comes out in like November, December, or if it was like a massive chart success the following year. For whatever reason, I decided "Baby I Love You" was going to be 1964. So I just want to get that out of the way, just so nobody thinks that I somehow overlooked that song like a fucking asshole. Because I assure you, I did not overlook "Baby I Love You."
Mm-hmm. We can't have that.
No, seriously, we can't. You know, my integrity is on the line here.
All right, Tom.
So my honorable mentions. "Then He Kissed Me," the Crystals. Our
By
Day
the Crystals.
Yeah, by the Crystals. "Our Day Will Come," Ruby and the Romantics. And bringing some more doo-wop for you, "Unchained Melody" by Vito and the Salutations.
I don't know that version.
I don't know that.
Oh, it's like twice as fast as the more famous Righteous Brothers version.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. It's doo-wop nonsense, but it's so much fun. And my final honorable mention, "A Fine, Fine Boy" by Darlene Love.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
But getting down to business here. Number 10, 1963. The Five Dutones with "Shake a Tail Feather."
You going in deep?
You are going for
in
it.
Deep.
Wow.
Going for it. Number 9, Randy and the Rainbows, hitting you with "Denise." Yes.
I knew it.
You knew that shit was coming.
Yes.
You knew I was not letting this year get by without Denise.
No way.
Yes. And then number 8, the Dovells, "You Can't Sit Down." Don't even try to. You can't sit down.
Hey, do I look like I'm sitting? Yeah, I kind of do look like I'm sitting.
Well, somebody listened. Somebody didn't. Number 7. Now, for as much shit as I gave Paul earlier for where he placed this in his charts, it's kind of shameful that I have "In My Room" by the Beach Boys at number 7. Which means somehow I have 6 songs that
Better
I felt
than that?
beat "In My Room."
Wow.
What could they be? Let us see.
What
could they be? Well, I think that there's going to be people out there that agree wholeheartedly with the next 6 songs. Number 6, "Walk Like a Man," the Four Seasons.
Okay.
Nope. Number 5, the Crystals, "The Do Run Run."
Yeah.
Okay. Fight me on that one.
No, that's another freight train coming. Love that song.
Number 4, Dusty Springfield, "I Only Want to Be With You."
Oh, I love Dusty Springfield.
Yes. Number 3, Darlene Love, "Christmas, Baby Please Come Home."
Yeah.
Getting some Christmas in there.
Gotta.
There's going to be... Our lists are not going to be heavy with Christmas entries, but there are going to be some Christmas singles that are just such unbelievable monsters.
Yeah, come 79 or 80, we'll all have "Wonderful Christmas Time" by Paul McCartney on our list.
No, we won't.
Yes, we will. They'll just be late in the video.
You might not see that part, but it will be on the
late
list.
in the video.
I might get cut off.
It's going to be number 0 or number 11.
Yeah.
Number 2, a group hailing from Liverpool that really never did much. It's a shame that they never really caught on. The Beatles, "I Want to Hold Your Hand." And this means there's one song above "I Want to Hold Your Hand." I know you're looking at me funny. I'm sorry, that song counts as 63 for me.
I know. No. I'm kind of sitting here laughing, going, "You have a Beatles song on your list, and nobody has looked at me sideways and gone, you don't have the fucking Beatles on your 63 list?"
Because I know that it's coming. The Beatles are coming from him like a force.
The
of
onslaught
nature
will begin
in coming years. It's going to be like 5 Beatles songs and a couple like honorable mentions.
You'll see.
But the number one song for 1963 that tops all the others, the Ronettes, "Be My Baby."
You know what? I can't fault you.
No, you can't.
And I might have suspected.
I challenge anyone to fault me on that one. Seriously, in the comments.
Great. It's fantastic.
Give me one good reason why that wouldn't be my number one. You can't.
No, it's totally you. It's an amazing song.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's great.
Every single one of the feels.
This was hard.
This really, 1963 was not easy. It was a lot of fun, but it was not easy. And this record right here,
Champagne.
Yep.
This record is the truth.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
And Tommy has a real one.
I do. I have an actual original pressing. Yeah. Yeah, I paid an embarrassing amount of money for it, but I have one. I also have an original pressing of A Christmas Gift for You.
Oh, damn, but you had to have paid a lot of money for it.
And it was sealed when I bought it.
Oh, you motherfucker.
I have when I got it, it was still sealed. And I opened it carefully with a razor blade on the shrink wrap because I wanted to hear a never played copy from 1963. My copy, when it was released, A Christmas Gift for You, when it was released in stores, it was released the day of the Kennedy assassination. So Phil had it withdrawn from stores, figuring the country was in no mood for a Christmas record. And like a couple boxes of it sat in like a warehouse for decades. And somebody found a box of this. And up on eBay it went, and I snagged one.
Shit.
The second it appeared, I was like, "Oh, Christmas Gift for You!" And I know it seems like a lunatic move to have opened it, but I knew that I was never ever going to sell it.
I am struggling with this.
It was for me forever. I know. I know.
Yeah.
But
Paul is turning inside out.
I am kind of going. You opened it,
I know. Yeah. Okay. So I'm telling the world right now. I managed to get my hands on a sealed original pressing of A Christmas Gift for You, and I opened it.
You know what?
And I played it once.
I would have done the same damn thing. I definitely would have because when else are you gonna get to listen to it? And you know you're not going to sell it.
I'm never going to sell it.
So
I kept the shrink wrap is still on it. I kept it incredibly carefully, and I put it in a slip sleeve.
Yeah.
And I don't let anyone. I think you're the only person I've ever let touch the damn thing.
Yes, I have touched it. Actually,
So it's in good hands. But yes, I actually.
Did you have white gloves on when you touched it?
Oh no, I just Well, yeah, I'm white. What do you?
But anyway.
What do you want?
Yes, I digress.
So it's hermetically sealed. That's good. I would have listened to it too.
I had to. Yeah. I couldn't. It was like anyone has seen Ren and Stimpy, the History Eraser button episode, when you stay away from the big shiny red candy-like button, because you're not going to press it, are you? That was basically my History Eraser button. There was no way I could let another day go by without me opening that record and playing it.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Yeah, no. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it. I would keep it sealed and then get a reissue to listen to. But you want to hear what the original one sounds like.
I have 2 reissues. I have the 70s pressings. I have a mono 70s pressing and a stereo 70s pressing, both in immaculate condition. And they're the ones where the cover was changed. And it's Phil dressed like Santa, and he's got like back to mono.
There's one on Apple.
Yeah. I've got one of each.
Yeah.
So I've heard that, and I play those all the time, but I had to hear this. I had to.
It is a different thing.
Yeah. But anyway.
Agreed.
But we digress.
Give us your worst, Crystal.
So I'm back with the song I hate from 1963. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, we're at 63.
Yeah, 63.
Yeah.
And that song is... that song is Hello Mudda, Hello Fudda by Alan Sherman.
Here.
I mean, wow. It's so...
I applaud thee.
Fucking dumb.
I applaud thee.
Dumb. And I mean, I get it. It's 1963. It's a 63 novelty song. About a kid going to camp, doesn't want to go, whatever. Camp Granada.
Mm-hmm.
Camp Granada. And as an instrumental, I know you've heard it because it's been on TV shows, it's been in movies. Anything about a summer camp, they cram it in there somehow, shoehorn it in. Yes. Different instrumentation, whatever. But excuse me. But I really hate that fucking song. I can't stand it. So that's the song I hate.
Excuse me.
No, I am with it.
It's catching. Yeah, you know what? I concur.
Thank you.
Well, Dr. Bertolino, what's your worst of the year?
Now it's my. See, which songs that were on you guys' list do I have on my hate list here?
Yeah, really.
Actually, I don't. I only have one this year. And that is The Martian Hop by the Randells.
Martian Hop.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Do you know that
Yes.
song? Yes. 62 was a year where it was like, you know what? Clearing the decks, no extras, nothing. The Martian Hop. Boom. One and done.
It's not a great song, but I actually kind of like it anyway. It's incredibly stupid and very annoying, but it's the right kind of delightful stupid enough for me to not hate it, I guess. And I'm only ever subjected to it once a year, maybe, because there's 5 or 6 Halloween songs. That's it. There's 9 billion Christmas songs. There's like 5 Halloween songs, and that's one of them. So
yeah, well,
that's a Halloween song.
Well, yeah. Well, that's how I've heard it. It would get played. They can only play Monster Mash so many fucking times around Halloween, and they
play it way more often
else.
than they can.
Oh,
so every now and then, it's like, okay, that's Monster Mash for the 90th time today. Here's Martian Hop.
Martian Hop. Okay.
Well, anyway, Tommy.
All right. So
what you got?
I have to beat the Martian Hop. All right. Well, I've got some dishonorable mentions here. First dishonorable mention. Skeeter Davis with The End of the World.
Whoa, no way.
I hate that fucking song. I was totally biting my tongue earlier.
Wow.
I'm just sitting here like,
wow.
Skeeter Davis, The End of the World.
Oh,
no.
Fuck you and your poker face, Von Voigt.
You didn't know I had one of those, did you? Nope.
Oh, I love that song.
Another dishonorable mention for me. Boots Randolph coming in with the yakety sax. Fuck that song.
I love yakety sax.
Fuck that song.
I do.
Well, you seem to have a thing with saxophone. Every time there's a song that's got prominent sax.
Barry sax.
She's over there. She's
specifically,
like, Barry sax.
Barry sax. It's hot.
And then she starts turning colors and everything. It's a thing. She starts sweating.
I like it.
What are you going to do?
And that was overdone by Benny Hill. Yes.
I think, honestly, in fairness, that's probably what killed it for me.
Yeah.
It
and
really
I completely understand it. But, like, standalone, if you hear it in a bunch of other songs, it's like, oh, yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it'd be fun to play, but I don't know.
Well, it's a pain in the ass.
If you know how to play Barry sax.
If you know how to play Barry sax. So I have another dishonorable mention. Rolf Harris with Tiny Kangaroo Down Sport.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Not only is it fucking dreadful, but it's also kind of like a little bit racist too.
A little bit?
Kind of, yeah.
At one point he's like an old rancher on his deathbed, and he says to let his slaves go free or something because he's dying, so he doesn't need them anymore anyway. And then it came out in later years or later decades that he was kind of like a creepy kind of molester, kind of
big time,
kind of like a what's the guy Jimmy Seville, kind of like one of those things. Like in later years, it came out that for decades he was basically a monster behind the scenes.
Exactly.
So yeah, fuck you and your kangaroo sport. But my worst of the year. Worse than all those.
Yeah, after all those. Boy, what is this?
Hello Mudda, Hello Fudda.
Yeah!
Letters from Camp by Alan Sherman. Oh, God, it's so fucking terrible. It's terrible.
So bad.
It's so bad.
It sucks.
I cannot argue with that.
Yes.
And scene.
And scene. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you again for watching yet another one of these videos, and we're having fun making them. And man,
what year we have next week?
64.
Ooh.
Shit is about to get real. I mean, the 60s have already become incredible, but they're just gonna
it's a turning point.
It's just gonna get insane after
64 is coming next week, and it's gonna smack you in the back of your head and steal your wallet. Just wait. When 64 gets here, it's not fucking around.
It's not playing.
No.
It ain't playing.
It ain't playing.
And neither are we. In fact, we insist that if you haven't subscribed, you should subscribe. And if you do, click the little bell because you're going to want notifications. And if you do all that kind of stuff, be sure and comment on the videos and like them and share them and all that kind of shit.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends,
Tell your friends to tell their friends.
All right.
And so on. And
so on. And we will be seeing you next week in 1964.
Yes.
They say we're young and we don't know.
You were just doing that over and over again with your hair. It reminded me of an old Honeymooners episode where Norton keeps fucking around with something over and over again, and he's like, "Will you come on? You said it!"
Yeah. Oh, when he was like trying to line up the cue
Yeah, he was
ball
like,
and all that.
no.
Yeah, it didn't matter what.
Flexing his hands around and-
Hysterically funny. Oh man, so good. Why you knock it off? Oh, Jackie.
Well,
All right. Welcome.